Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another weekly setup. I've analyzed over 20 pairs using the set and forget forex trading strategy, and let me show you the pairs I'm willing to take for this new week. Let's get into it. So, look at my chart right now. You can see that we have quite a number of pairs. We have GBP CAD, AUD JPY, NZD JPY, CAD JPY, and a few other pairs here. So let me show you what I'm looking for this new week. Right, so first pair for the week, GBP CAD. The daily time frame is bullish. This is the low, this is the higher high. Right, we have this retracement back to area of interest. It's not really clean on the daily time frame. The area of interest is not that clean on the daily time frame. The weekly time frame is also bullish. It has a break and it's retesting this structure points on the weekly time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, where the area of interest is very clean, you can see that we have multiple rejection from area of interest. Price have rejected area of interest multiple times to reject off of it, right? So the 4-hour time frame actually is actually currently bullish, right? Because this is the lower low and this is the lower high. What I'll simply be looking for on this trade is on the 1-hour time frame. You can see that there's some form of head and shoulder pattern or rejection reversal pattern, right? I'll just be looking for a break and retest above this minor area here to buy. Then I'll put my stop loss maybe at this low right here, right? So first pair for the week, GBP CAD, you're looking for buys. Second pair for the week, AUD JPY, right? Daily time frame is bullish. Daily time frame is bullish. This 4-hour, the area of interest is actually a 4-hour area of interest. Right, you can see that price have rejected this point multiple times, right? Price have rejected this point multiple times. So now that we are above area of interest, I'm looking to buy this market this week. So what I'll simply be looking for on the 1-hour time frame, I'll just be looking for the same thing that I'm looking for on GBP CAD. A break and retest above this minor area on the 30 minutes because it's cleaner on the 30 minutes. So I'll look for a break and retest above this area on the 30 minutes, and then I'll look for engulfings to enter a trade. I'll either put in my stop loss below here, depending on how market opens, right? I'll decide whether I'll put my stop loss below here or below this minor box right here. Look at that minor box. It's just a little bit of support and resistance over to the left. That's the second pair for the week. Third pair for the week, we have NZD JPY. On the daily time frame, you can see that the daily time frame is bullish, but it has a lot of structure, which means it's not that clean on the daily time frame. You see, so let's see on the 4-hour. It's cleaner on the 4-hour. You can see we have this break and retest, a doji and an engulfing. So I'm always a fan of doji and engulfings, right? So that's one of the main reasons I'm actually very interested in this trade. So I'll simply be waiting for on NZD JPY is depending on how market opens. So if market open bearish, right? If market open bearish with a bearish candle, then I'll be looking for a shift of structure and an engulfing around here to take the trade to the upside. But if you open with a strong bullish engulfing, I'll be waiting for a retest to continue buying with the market. So technically here is supposed to be the take profit point, but our take profit 1:2 is already above there. So it means that our stop loss is big, right? It means our stop loss is big, but this is the safest point for us to keep our stop loss. So I'll still be interested in taking the trade, but once price start getting to around here, I'll start paying very close attention to that market to see whether price is going to be having any form of rejection to come back, right? But if we break above this high, then we are good to hit our take profit target, right? So that's the second pair for the week. Third pair, that is the third pair. This is the fourth pair now, CAD JPY. I'm hoping that price should come back to this area for us to buy. But if it doesn't, as you can see right here, it's really start slowing down. Then I'll just be looking for a break and retest above to enter. This is going to be a little bit more risky just because our area of interest is a little bit still down. We have not really hit that area of interest yet, right? But if we get to area of interest, then I'll be more confident in taking a trade. Daily time frame, as you can see right here, is also bullish. right? Daily time frame is bullish. We have this break, we have the retest, we have a strong area of interest, rejections from area of interest, right? And then the 4-hour time frame, as you can see, is also clearly bullish. We have strong impulsive move, retracement slowing down. Then we are now having some indecision in the market, which means the sellers are losing strength right here, right? They were coming slowly and they are losing strength, and buyers are likely to take over, right? So I'll be looking to buy these markets for the week. So other pairs that we have GBP NZD and we have GBP AUD, right? So what I'll be looking for on GBP NZD, let me show you what I'm seeing, right? The daily time frame, as you can see right here, it's actually bullish. You see, the daily time frame is bullish. That's why it's part of other pairs. It's not the top pairs for the week, right? The daily time frame is bullish, but we have strong area of interest rejections from this area right here. You can see it cleaner on the 4-hour time frame. The weekly time frame right here, as you can see, is actually bearish, right? And this last week we had this bearish weekly engulfing candle. So let's see how the 4-hour looks, right? Look on the 4-hour right now, you see that 4-hour looks cleaner. So the area of interest is actually 4-hour area of interest. We have a lot of rejections from area of interest. Anytime we are above, we are rejecting up. Anytime we are below, we are rejecting down, right? So now that we are also still below, EMA is still above, holding it as resistance, right? We have had this break and we have had a retest close to area of interest again, right? And I'm sure that is around psychological level 500, 25500. Let me look for it. So around psychological level, let's look for it here. So we have this round psychological level right here, 500. We have round psychological level at area of interest. We have this rejection candlestick right here. So I'm also interested in taking this trade, but if you look at this entry time frame, you see that the market is still bullish. So we need market to switch bearish for us to take this trade. So for it to switch bearish, it needs to close below this low, which means it will break and retest. Then we'll be looking for engulfings to take the trade here, right? And then we'll look for lower targets. Hopefully, we are likely to react from this target right here, right? So that is the another pair. The last pair for the week that I'm interested in taking is GBP AUD. It's basically the same thing with GBP NZD. We are also going to be looking for that same break and retest under. EMA is going to be above when that break and retest happens for us to take the trade to the downside. That's pretty much the pairs for the week. Remember to subscribe to the channel, it's free. And I'll see you guys next week. Also, I told you guys that I want to I don't know whether you guys want to see that video. So there's a video that might be coming up depending on whether you guys want to see it or not, right? So I have a trick that I usually used to use because I've noticed that all set and forget traders, we have this direction always correct, but sometimes we just get wicked out, right? I have this trick that I usually use. Somebody was asking me on the last comment, he said why are there boxes on the lower time frame, right? So it's that boxes that I usually use to help me avoid those wick outs. So I posted wick outs are very common in this strong market recently, and it's true, right? I have a trick that I usually use to avoid wick outs. If you guys want me to make the video, let me know in the comment section so that I'll be able to make the video for you guys, right? So that's pretty much it for this week. And that's pretty much it.